What up, what up? So I'm shooting from this angle because my skin's peeling. I guess my skin's getting dry. I don't know, but I didn't want to not shoot a video. Anyway, though, my message for the day is dress for the job that you want, not for the job that you have. You know, don't just throw on some random shit and go outside. You know, people gravitate to people that's nice. People treat people different that's dressed nice. It's just off the assumption it's an illusion. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you always want to put your best foot forward because you don't know who you're going to run into. You know, it's kind of dawned on me back when I was in school. I was broke as shit. So I could only afford to buy a certain amount of clothes, and that was like, moderately nice clothes. And so, because I couldn't afford to buy too much casual clothes, so what I did was I always wore my nice clothes, but I was trying to dress it up. But, people used to always say, well, damn, you look nice, and vice versa. And I was like, well, shucks. Why not make this a regular thing? You know what I mean? They didn't have to know I was broke. You know what I mean? They just fuck it, But at the same time, I dressed to my budget. My budget said you can only afford nice clothes, or you can only afford a certain type of clothes. You can't buy casual clothes. And I know I was about to graduate, and I'm trying to get a job. So hell, why not build up on what I can afford? Because eventually one day I plan on having to wear a suit every day. I just so happen to not be wearing a suit today, these few days, because it's because of the coronavirus, and I'm not really sitting in front of people, so I'm dressing casual for the most part, business casual, if you will. I got on a cardigan, and I forgot what type of button down this is, but the collarless button down. But make a long story short, it's interesting how many people ask me, what do you do for a living, just because they see you wearing nice clothes. And so I'd say the same for y'all. Don't always have to dress to your stereotype or fit a certain description. Put on something nice. Put your best foot forward each day. Because like I said, people are drawn to people that look nice, look presentable. It's a certain aura they have about them. I watched a documentary yesterday on John Gotti, and just his aura, his persona. People gravitated to him, and he was actually not as powerful as he perceived to be because of how he presented himself. You know what I mean? He didn't have as much power as he presented. So I think that's interesting. And like I said, that's the same thing that should resonate with y'all. Dress for success. An old school saying, but dress for success. Dress for what you want, not for what you have. And always put your best foot forward. You never know who you're going to run into.